Huge pop from the fans for Gus the Bus.
Always.
Yeah, you can tell the Louisiana Black Belt Academy did their job in selling some tickets here tonight for AKA 45. And, of course, they've been showcased so far here. Their fourth fighter in 4 fights. And we're underway with that 4th fight.
Keeping up with the Louisiana Black Belt Academy strategy, comes out from the southpaw stance and starts with an outside low kick. Always expect to see some dynamic strikes from Gus Salley.
Oh.
Big right hand floors Gus Salley. Holy cow, Matthew Hickman drops a bomb.
You were just talking about dynamic strikes. There's one from the hitman, Matthew Hickman. Wow.
That was a heater if I've ever seen one. Trying to find these right hands now.
Just throwing bombs out there.
And
Another one of those rights connected, Matt. Man.
Gus needs to keep his head offline. Needs to find a cross of his own. Circle away from that right hand. Bomb of Matthew Hickman. Another right hand. Again, I believe Gus is on skates right now. Matthew Hickman smells blood in the water.
Yeah, he's looking for the finish with that right hand. Very obvious that he has some serious power in it.
This can sometimes be the risk in being a guy who's more a kicker than a puncher.
Nice inside kick there.
Beautiful stuff. Let's see if Gus can shake off the cobwebs a little bit.
30 seconds remaining in round number 1. Let's see if Salley can survive this first round and get back to the stool. Everything that Hickman throws is with emphasis. He's looking for the finish out there.
And Hickman just punching through Gus's kicks with impunity, having no respect for him. Gus needs to get his defense up here. You have to have the humility to know when you've been clipped and hit. Get your hands up and try to circle it off. Gus just trying to march through the fire, and it's been a mistake thus far.
Well, I don't know how much longer he's going to be able to walk through that fire without getting burned, because Matthew Hickman has got some serious hands.
That was a big right hand he dropped on Gus, just looping right hand. I believe as Gus was trying to kick.
Yep.
And that's the risk in being a kicker. When you kick, you're on one leg as you let it go. Another big right hand after the standing 8 count.
You know, it's kind of the same approach over and over from Hickman. But if there's no answer for it, keep going back to the well.
Exactly. And honestly, I just think it's just that. It's a hole in the game of Zach Salley or Gus Salley. He's just having a hard time tracking those looping right hands, left hooks, and they're finding the target, snapping the head back of Gus just like that. Hard to watch him. Those are hard punches.
You got to be a little better defensively right there too.
Exactly.
Kind of just chin straight up, just leaning back. That's always a recipe for potential disaster. So 1 round definitely in the books here for Hickman as we prepare to move into round number 2.
Gus with them paws up high this time around. Let's see if he keeps them there.
Salley got ambushed in the first 5 seconds of round number 1. Let's see what Hickman has in store here in the early stages of number 2.
Wild kick, misses. Hard low kicks. Again, not too much technique behind these, but there is some mustard.
He's just one of those guys that kind of finds his way, Oh, Salley just misses with that left high kick.
Matthew Hickman got to be careful as he separates not to keep those hands too low because Gus Salley will snap a kickoff on you.
Hickman a little too far out of range to land there. Halfway through round number 2.
Hard kick lands for Hickman.
Hickman showing it's not just the right hand. Salley starting to fight back, and he eats a left.
Dropped him. That is another standing 8 count suffered by Gus Salley.
Well, we talked about before, Hickman looking for his first win out there. You talked about the confidence that he's brimming with. That confidence has to be at an all-time high right now.
It's only growing. I mean, just look at his stature. Look at the way he's standing. You know he's feeling good about things right now, as he should. Throwing heaters.
Pretty good defense there as he deals with that high kick.
what a great way to come out here and fight against the hometown and put on a great performance for Matthew Hickman. Gus Salley trying to reel it back in. Only 10 seconds left in this round.
Hickman nearly with another big right hand. He did land a couple in that exchange. But for the second straight round, Isaiah Hickman drops Gus Salley. Salley has survived the first two, but there's no doubt he's behind 2-0 on the scorecard, Matt.
Matthew Hickman corner pretty pumped about how things are going right now. You gotta believe Coach Mike Braswell and the group are giving prudent instructions to Gus Salley. He needs to just fix his posture a little bit. It's that chin kind of in the air, and I think it works when guys are backing up and allowing you to kick them. But no dice from Matthew Hickman.
And Hickman showed in that round it's not just the punches. Had a couple of good kicks as well. We'll see what we have in store for our final 2 minutes. It's been a very action-packed first two rounds, mainly dictated by Matthew Hickman. See if Salley turns up the urgency a little bit in this third and final round.
He definitely needs to. He's got to get this stuff started with punches first. I mean, it's kind of one of the things. He's a beautiful kicker. It's good stuff. Ooh. Again, the punches just ringing Gus up.
Gus swinging wildly, finding nothing. Hickman's been the one finding his mark.
I think that's Hickman's game. He really needs to be careful with just swinging away at him. Waves the right hand and then scores it.
You don't often see that happen. It's working out for Matthew Hickman. Everything going Hickman's way.
What a performance by Matthew Hickman. You got to think, 4 fights into his career, hadn't won one yet.
Which I don't understand how he hasn't been getting wins. This young man looks really talented.
Swinging on him.
Salley trying to mount some offense. Hickman out of the way once again. .45 seconds remaining.
The Mike Braswell corner asking Gus to move forward, telling him he's got to go, and they aren't wrong.
I just don't know if Gus has that weapon to necessarily turn the lights out.
Yeah,
though,
I mean, he's kind of a volume type of guy. I just don't think he's ever going to be the type of guy that hits you with one and puts you away, unless it's one of these beautiful kicks. But he's got to start it with punches. Right there, he kind of had a good sequence. He got Matthew backing up with the jab. You get them backing up, you get their head dipping off to one side. That's when you let a kick go and knock them out the park.
15 seconds remaining.
I also believe that from the very beginning, Gus has been shaking off the cobwebs, and sometimes it's tough to recover. Good fight, though, both guys.
Hickman with another right hand, an exclamation point in this fight. It started with a big right hand. It ends with a nice right hand. And in control from start to finish, Matthew the Hitman Hickman. We'll be set to move to intermission here in just a moment, but we'll have the decision coming up from Dynamite David Hardy in just a moment. Some highlights of this third round. Again, Hickman just able to find the mark over and over. Every time they got into those wild exchanges, it was Hickman who was landing the bigger shots. And then some dance moves at the end.
Rightfully so. I mean, reason to celebrate, no doubt about it. Beautiful performance by Matthew Hickman. Gus Salley, the heart was there, the effort was there. Sometimes it's just not our night. Tough fight.
And I think you're right, though. That first shot, it really changed the fight. You come out there, you have a game plan, but everybody's got a game plan until they get hit in the face, and I do think that changed things out there tonight for Gus Salley. Here's Dynamite with your decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of one hell of a fight, we are going to the judges' scorecard. All three judges have seen this bout the same way, therefore declaring your winner by unanimous decision. Fighting in the blue corner, Matthew the Hitman Hickman.
So Matthew Hickman puts the first W in the win column here tonight over Gus Salley. That's going to do it for our prelims. We'll have an intermission here at Live Casino. When we come back, Stephen Campbell and Zach Golden get us rolling once again at fight number 5.
What's up, AKA Fight fans? It is your boy Drew, and we are back here at AKA 45 with our next winner of the night, Mr. Matthew Hickman. Brother, first off, congratulations on an awesome win.
Thank you.
Walk us through the fight a little bit, and if you felt the momentum at any point kind of shifting into your favor at all.
I knew it was my fight when we did the weigh-ins. We did a face-off. I seen the quiver in bro's face. He wasn't ready for this, you know, and when we got into the fight, I could feel it. His punches wasn't there. There's no strength behind it. It was me. I just felt it was me all the way. We work hard. We train for this. So we come to do.
Okay. And now, and it worked.
It sure did.
It all worked. All the hard work paid off.
Yes, sir.
So now what's next for you?
Another fight, 2 more fights. I want a title fight. Flyweight. I'm coming for it. Better believe it. You're going to see more of the Hitman.
Oh, yeah. Hey, y'all heard it. So now this puts your record at what now?
So I'm 2-7.
2-7, okay. So now, what about the experience fighting for AKA here? How was the experience for you?
Oh, this is a lovely promotion. They took very well care of us, and I'm telling you, the hotel that we got is top flight, mint condition. Tell you, it's lovely. They treating us like some kings up in here. This promotion will have me back as many times as they can. I love it. I appreciate everybody here, the AKA staff, everybody, everything that's got to do with it. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for this opportunity.
So needless to say, you get that invite. Yeah, you coming, huh?
I'm on my way. I don't turn down no fades. I catch them all.
So now, one last thing that we always like to do before we wrap these things up is we always like to give you guys an opportunity to thank those that help you get to fight night. Because while you may be in that cage one-on-one, it does take a team to get to that point.
Yes, sir.
So this is your opportunity. Go ahead and thank them up.
Yes, sir. I want to give a shout out to my coach, Leah and Eddie Sims. I'm a beast because of them. Consistent with the gym. If I'm not there, they will come there to pick me up. They're family to me. The Killer Bees, Ardmore, that's my family. Coach, they take care of me. They motivate me to do better. I want to give a shout out to Dennis Barron's Construction for always supporting me and going through whatever I need to go through. I want to give a shout out Joe Baker for helping me out through everything too, sponsorships. And I want to give a shout out to BJ Clark Gas Station for putting me through the treatments that I was going to eat well. And another thing, I want to give a shout out to my old lady too for backing me behind all of it, all the losses and everything.
Yeah, man, you got to give it to them when they're dealing with you. You can get kind of hangry at the end of a fight camp,
Yes,
so
yes.
definitely got to give it to them.
Yes, sir.
Guys, that's it for us here at AKA 45 with our next winner of the night, Mr. Matthew Hickman. We'll see y'all after the next one.